rainbow way up in the sky. A rainbow. What is a rainbow, you may ask? According to text, a rainbow is simply when the sunlight passes through water in the atmosphere. And of course, we see the reflection of the light. A rainbow is pretty much an optical illusion. You see, from the universe, when the sunlight is reflected and that light, pretty much refracts, we see the reflection of the rainbows in the sky into the 7 colors, pretty much, of the chakra system. So, the rainbow, what I've discovered is that the rainbow is actually an inverted form of our own chakra energetic system. If you look at the rainbow as it arches over in the sky, you see at the top there's the red color, which represents our root chakra. Then there's the orange color, which represents our sacral chakra. Then there's the yellow color, which represents our solar plexus. Then of course we have the light green, which represents our heart. Then we have the light blue, which represents our throat chakra. Then we have the indigo, which represents our third eye chakra. And then we have the violet color, which represents our crown chakra. So the question begins. The arch that we see is deeply connected to us, because it truly shows us a reflection of the chakra system. And as these great texts explain the rainbow, that it's actually inverted, it's actually an illusion. So why I'm correlating this to here today is to pretty much show you that the structure that we have dealt with, and as we see that our chakra system is so important, as it shows us how we get to our divine self or self-actualization state. It forms an arch and makes these optical illusion appear that, the red part is at the top and the violet part is at the bottom. Pretty much, as we've always said, this whole Pisces stage is a state of illusion. Now, scientifically, we could do our own research and try to go deeper as to how it, if we go out of Earth to see, like from the sun, what happens that causes it to refract. But we'll just stay at this level, because, it's more about, how these two relate and the structure that we've been living in. We've pretty much had to live our lives relying, on stability and structure, living in our root chakra area. And the representation of the rainbow is just a little symbolism of that, where we've put up, the security and the stability of the root chakra way up high, like in the rainbow, that we've basically inverted our chakra system when it should actually be the opposite. We go from here, and as we rise up and move off. Well, what I want to show you is not so much I'm just using this rainbow as a symbolism, but it's pretty much to urge you, in your daily lives, stop relying so much on this stability and this structure. As you are a universal being who's had many past lives, you come with many gifts, and as you're awakening into your truest self, you have to now want to evolve and move from this stage. Now I'm not saying that there are aspects and, certain aspects of all of the root chakra and being grounded, the sacral chakra, using our creativity, our solar plexus, all of these 3 lower chakras that pretty much connects us more to Earth. It's more about changing our concepts and the way we look at the world to pretty much try to push ourselves to want to elevate and evolve. Because we see that when we move up the chakra system, we get to a higher and truer self. And as we move into these ages, we see that we're being called to connect deeply with the universe, to become our divine, wholesome self. You know, we are, you know, the root chakra simply show like this whole dependency, stability, and job, and you know, just staying in our lower states. But we are to blossom into our true selves because we are divine universal beings. And the symbolism of the rainbow was simply to depict how we've been living for far, far, far too long. You see, we've pretty much arched ourselves into this optical illusionary state. As they say, the age of Pisces is all about illusion. And now that we're moving into the age of Aquarius, the age of enlightenment, the age of great knowing, where everything that we were taught is now being discarded, done with, because it no longer serves us and most of all the earth to continue living like this. So take this symbolism of the rainbow to see. We have to get out of that stage where we want to stay in our rootedness to just rely on stability and structure. We are so much of a fluid universal being with so many divine gifts, and we have to get out of this comfort zone and push ourselves to evolve into a higher, wholesome, and divine self to connect deeply with the oneness of this universe.